dear students. Today we start exercise 1A of the chapter number system from class 9 mathematics book written by R.S. Agrawal. So don't delay, let's start the exercise. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 को सॉल्व करने से पहले फर्स्ट वी हैव टू नो द बेसिक थिंग्स बेस्ड ऑन दिस चैप्टर, दैट इज नंबर सिस्टम. फर्स्ट वी हैव टू नो द बेसिक थिंग्स. सो व्हाट आर दोज बेसिक थिंग्स? नंबर सिस्टम. Types of numbers. You have already studied the various types of numbers in your earlier classes. What are those various types of numbers? Those you have learnt in your earlier classes. The first one is natural number. The first one is natural number. It is the first type of number, and it is also called counting number. It is also called counting number. It is the first type of number, already you have studied. Then the second type of number you have studied is whole number. Whole number. Then the third type of number. Is known as integers. So these three types of numbers you have already known, you have already studied in your earlier classes. But in today's class, we will discuss the fourth type of number, that is rational, and then you will learn about irrational, rational and irrational. So these two types of numbers you will study in this chapter, that is number system. So आज का क्लास में हम रेशनल नंबर के बारे में हम डिस्कस करेंगे, ओनली रेशनल नंबर के बारे में. So first note it. So what is rational number? First we will study on rational number. The number which can be expressed or written in the form of p by q. What do you mean by p by q? P by q means numerator void denominator. So the number which can be expressed or written in the form of p by q or numerator by denominator, in which both p and q, in which both p and q, it means both numerator and the denominator are integers, and q not equal to 0 is called the rational number. So the number which can be expressed or written in the form of p by q or numerator by denominator, in which both p and q, means both numerator and denominator are integers. ये दोनों p and q ये दोनों integer है, and q is not equal to 0. q means the denominator will never be 0, Why? Because 0 is also an integer. So if you do not mention it, then anyone can take the value of q as 0. Anyone can take 0 as the value of q. Therefore it has been mentioned here that q will never be 0. So such type of number is called rational number. So जो नंबर को हम p by q फॉर्म में हम एक्सप्रेस कर सकेंगे, where p and q both are integers, and one thing you have to remember in your mind that q will never be 0. So such type of number is called rational number. Now examples. 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3, 5 by 2 minus 5 by 2, 3 minus 3, and also 0. These are the examples of rational number. First, check it whether it is a rational or not. You see that this number is already in p by q form, where p indicates to 2 and q indicates to 3. It means both are integers and positive integers, and you see that q is not equal to 0. Therefore it is a rational number. Similarly, minus 2 by 3, it is also a rational number, because here p is equal to minus 2, value of p equal to minus 2, and value of q equal to 3. Both are integers. P is negative integer, q is positive integer, and you also see that q is not 0. Therefore it is also rational. Similarly, 5 by 2 is a rational number, minus 5 by 2 is a rational number, because these two are also in the form of p by q, already in the form of p by q. So all these are the examples of rational number. Similarly, 3, is it a rational number? Yes, it is also a rational number, because 3 can be written as 3 by 1, where p equal to 3, q equal to 1, both are integers and positive integers, and q not equal to 0. So 3 is also a rational number. Similarly, minus 3 can be written as minus 3 by 1, so it is also a rational number. Now it is the turn of 0. 0, 0. Is it a rational number? Suppose your teacher asks you, is it a rational number? Then what will you reply to your teacher? So, first note it. Now, your teacher asks you, is 0 a rational number? Suppose your teacher asks you this question, is 0 a rational number? Then how do you know? Yes, 0 is a rational number. Yes, 0 is a rational number. Yes, 0 is a rational number. What is the reason? Because 0 can be written. Because 0 can be written as 0 by 1 or 0 by 2 or 0 by 3 and so on. It means you can express 0 as 0 by 1 or you can write 0 by 2 or you can write 0 by 3. It means any whole number can be the denominator of 0. And if you check it carefully, then you see that in 0 by 1, 0 is an integer, but neither positive nor negative. Only you can call it an integer. 0 is an integer. 1 is also an integer. It means both P and Q are integer, and you also see that Q is not equal to 0. As 0 can be expressed in this form 0 by 1, therefore 0 is also a rational number. 0 is also a rational number. So, in exercise 1A, question number 1, you have to tell whether 0 is a rational number, and also you have to show its region. So already I have discussed why 0 is a rational number. So now from this discussion you are very sure that whether 0 is a rational or not. You are sure that 0 is rational. So क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 में तुम सबको ये जस्टिफाई करना है 0 रेशनल नंबर है कि रेशनल नंबर नहीं है, ये आपको जस्टिफाई करना है क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 में. सो ऑलरेडी आई हैव डिस्कस्ड अबाउट इट, सो नोट इट. Now question number 2. In question number 2 you have to represent the given rational number on the number line. So it is your duty to represent the given rational numbers on the number line. It is question number 2. So before solving question number 2, first you have to know how can you represent or show a given rational number? How can you represent or show a given rational number on the number line? What is the process or what is the procedure? First you have to know that, then you can easily solve question number 2. So now we will discuss how can you represent a given rational number on the number line. Suppose you take 5 by 7. Suppose you take 5 by 7 as the rational number that you have to that you want to show it on the number line. That you want to represent it on the number line. So let's start. First study it carefully. Study this given rational number carefully. 5 by 7, it is also a rational number because it is in the it is in the form of p by q. It is a rational number, therefore it is a rational number. But from the side of fraction, it means if you consider it as a fraction, then it must be a proper fraction. What is proper fraction? The fraction in which the numerator is less than the denominator. The numerator is less than the denominator is called proper fraction. Actually, it is a rational number, but if you consider it as a fraction, then it is a proper fraction. So all of us know that a proper fraction is always greater than 0, and less than 1. It is already known to all of you, as 5 by 7 is a proper fraction, so it must be greater than 0 and less than 1. So from this you are very clear that 5 by 7, if you want to represent 5 by 7 on the number line, then it must lie between 0 and 1 on the number line. Why? Because proper fraction is always greater than 0 and less than 1. Therefore 5 by 7 will lie between 0 and 1 on the number line. So first note it. So in order to represent 5 by 7 on the number line, first you have to draw a straight line. Suppose its name is XY straight line, XY line. So to represent 5 by 7 on the number line, first you have to draw a straight line which can be extended endlessly in both the direction, and suppose its name is XY line. Now first mark a point on it. Suppose its name is O, and this point indicates to 0. This point indicates to 0. Then take a fixed distance or length of your own choice. What I said? Take a fixed distance or length of your own choice, which is called the unit length. Why it is called the unit length? Because that length, suppose you took the distance or the length 7 cm. 7 cm as the unit length. Suppose you took 7 cm as the unit length and it is equal to 1 unit. It is equal to 1 unit. So take another point on this line, that is A. That is A, which is at 7 cm distance from point O. From point O. It means from point O to A, the length is 7 cm, which is equal to 1 unit, and it is called the unit length. Now point A, which is at 7 cm distance from point O, represents 1. So you see that point O indicates to 0 or represents 0 and point A represents 1, and the distance from O to A, that is OA, is equal to 7 cm, which is equal to 1 unit. So you are already sure that 5 by 7, your given rational number must lie between 0 and 1. It means between these 2 points O and A. Therefore you have to divide this length from O to A into 7 equal parts. Now the distance from O to A, that is OA, has already been divided into 7 equal parts. Why you divide the length OA into 7 equal parts? Because in this rational number you see that the denominator is 7. It means you have to cut this length from O to A. You have to cut this length from O to A into 7 equal parts, and from those 7 equal parts you have to only take 5 parts, because 5 by 7 it is a rational number, but its meaning is 5 part out of 7 equal parts. It means you have to take 5 parts from 7 equal parts, and therefore you divide the length OA into 7 equal parts. Now from 0 towards the right you take 5 parts. This is first part, this is second part, this is third part, this is fourth part, this is fifth part. So this point indicates to 5 by 7. This point indicates to 5 by 7. Already 5 by 7, the given rational number, has been represented on the number line. In this way you can represent any rational number which are proper fraction. Which are proper fractions on the number line? In this way, you can represent or show any rational number which are proper fraction on the number line in this way. So note it. Question number double I, represent 8 by 3 on the number line. 8 by 3, although it is a rational number, but if you consider it as a fraction, then it is an improper fraction. Although it is a rational number, but if you consider it as a fraction, it is an improper fraction. Therefore, it is needed to be converted into mixed form, and the mixed form will be 2 full 2 by 3. Here you see that 2 full 2 by 3 means 2 units plus 2 by 3 of 1 full unit. Therefore, 2 full 2 by 3 or 8 by 3 is greater than 2 but less than 3. What I said? 8 by 3, which is equal to 2 full 2 by 3, is greater than 2 but less than 3. So from this you are clear that 8 by 3 or 2 full 2 by 3 will lie on the number line, between 2 and 3. Between 2 and 3, it means 8 by 3 will lie in this part between 2 and 3. So to represent 8 by 3 or 2 full 2 by 3 on the number line, first draw a straight line, that is xy line, and mark a point on it, and its name is suppose O. Now this point will represent the integer 0. As the denominator here is 3, therefore you have to take 3 cm distance as the unit length. Unit length means 3 cm will be equal to 1 unit. So from point O at 3 cm distance, mark another point, that is A, and from point A mark the next point at 3 cm distance, that is point B, and from point B at 3 cm distance mark the next point, that is C. What I said? I said that from O to A it is 1 unit, which is equal to 3 cm. From point A to B it is also 1 unit, which is equal to 3 cm, and from point B to C it is also 1 unit, which is equal to 3 cm. Why we take the length 3 cm or the distance 3 cm as the unit length? Because the denominator is 3 here. Therefore, it will be convenient for you to divide the unit length between B and C into 3 equal parts. It will be convenient, it will be easier to divide the unit length from B to C into 3 equal parts. Point A indicates to 1, point A represents 1, point B represents 2, point C represents 3. Already you have found out that 8 by 3 or 2 full 2 by 3 will lie between 2 and 3 on the number line. Therefore, you have to divide this length from B to C into 3 equal parts. First part, second part, third part. Now from point O to A, it is 1 unit. From point A to B, it is also 1 unit. So from point O to point B, it is totally 2 units. And then from point B, you will take only 2 parts, because here it has been written that 2 full 2 by 3 means 2 unit plus 2 by 3 of 1 full unit. इसका मतलब है 1 full unit को आप 3 पार्ट फास्ट करेंगे, देन 2 पार्ट लेंगे. Therefore you have to take only 2 parts, this part and this part, only 2 parts of this unit length, that is the distance from B to C. So this point indicates to 2 full 2 by 3 or 8 by 3. Suppose its name is E. Suppose its name is E. Now check from O to B. From O to B, it is 2 units. From B to E, this point, from B to E, it is 2 by 3 of a full unit. So finally from O to E, it is 2 full 2 by 3 or 8 by 3. Thus you can represent an improper fraction on the number line in this way. So नेक्स्ट क्लास में आज तो हम डिस्कस कर दिया क्वेश्चन नंबर नंबर 2 का, देन डबल आई. सो ये दोनों क्वेश्चन ऑलरेडी डिस्कस हो गया. देन क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 आई वी एंड वी, एंड क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, क्वेश्चन नंबर 4, ये सब का डिस्कस होगा नेक्स्ट क्लास में. सो आज के लिए इतना ही है.